Hello everyone, welcome to the new lecture. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about the projectile motion and the various parameters associated with the projectile motion. So, what is projectile motion? Suppose this is an XY plane, and if we throw a stone from point A to point B, so this curved path which the stone takes, and during this path the motion which the stone is possessing, the type of motion the stone is having during this curve kind of trajectory, this kind of motion is called projectile motion. So suppose if you are throwing a stone from point A at a velocity u at an angle theta from the ground, so at any point along this trajectory the stone will have two components. One is vertical component, that is uy, and and the other one is the horizontal component ux. This uy is equal to u sine theta and ux will be u of cos theta. So let's see the various parameters associated with this projectile motion. The first one is the time of flight. So what is time of flight? Time of flight basically the time which this stone is taking to reach from point A to point B. Okay, so one thing we need to keep in mind that at this point B, the y parameter will be 0 because it is on the x-axis. Okay, so obviously y parameter will be 0. So considering this concept to be in mind, we can write y equal to u of yt minus half of g of t square. We are considering the y components because it will be helpful for finding this time of flight, and here we are taking minus g because during the motion of that stone the gravitation force will obviously try to pull it downwards towards itself, so there will be a negative acceleration, means negative gravitational force acting on that, and there will be negative acceleration on that stone. So considering y at point B to be 0, we can rewrite uy as u sine theta into t minus half of gt square. We can rearrange it as u sine theta t equal to half of gt square and we can simply write it as t is equal to 2u sine theta by g. So this is the time of flight. So the next parameter is the range of flight. So what is range? Range is basically this total distance from point A to point B which the stone is covering. This is the total range of light. So as we know, distance is simply considering this to be x is equal to speed into time. Distance is speed into time. So speed along axial direction, that is the x direction, into total time of flight. Ux is u of cos theta, and time of flight we have previously calculated as 2u sine theta by g. Sorry. On simplifying this, we can get x equal to u square 2 sine theta cos theta by g, and this is simply equal to u square sine 2 theta by g, because 2 sine theta cos theta is equal to sine 2 theta. We have calculated the range. Now the next parameter is maximum height reached. So what is maximum height reached? Maximum height is this point, considering it to be suppose m, means maximum height is when the stone is at maximum height from the ground, this distance h. So at this distance, uh, as we know, this stone will, from after reaching the maximum height, the stone will start taking a downward motion, means its velocity along the y component will be 0. Then only the stone will start falling in the downward directions. That's why at this point its velocity along the vertical component will be 0. So taking this concept in mind, we are using the formula v square equal to u square minus 2gs, or we can write it as h. Since Vy at the point that m is 0 equal to u square, means the initial velocity in the y direction. What was that? That was u sine theta of whole square minus of 2g h. We can simplify it as height equal to u sine theta of whole square by 2g equal to u square sine square theta by 2g. So this was the projectile motion and its various parameters. If you have any doubt, please comment, and if you like this video, please subscribe and share. Thank you.